Hi everyone, it's me, Sally, aka Sailor Tarot Magic, and we're gonna do tarot today for fire signs, and this is for Gemini season. So I was going back and forth whether I wanted to do live videos or do recorded videos, and of course, Mercury retrograde screwed me, and I uploaded the wrong videos, and I was really mad about that. And it took so long that I was like, you know what? I got frustrated, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do the lives. Let's put the message out there and, let go of being perfect. I will return to the recorded videos, but it wasn't, wasn't going to work out for Taurus season. Now we're in a new season, Gemini season, and today is the first day of Gemini season. So Gemini is a mutable air sign, and Gemini is all about having lots of ideas and talking them out, and measuring out different opinions and being analytical. Geminis are known to be social butterflies, so now's the time to be out and about, really leaning into that energy. Yes, Geminis are high energy, very chatty Cathy's, and also very charming and know how to talk their way into and out of things. Okay, so I do have a lot of new announcements. I have two new events added to my roster, like I'm an athlete. So the next event will be in Edison, and that is a pride event. It is for Edison Sunday Market, does June 25th. Believe it is 10 to 6. That is an event by Here LLC, and that will be at Amboy Avenue. And I'll have more information on my Instagram, so you can follow me on there. And then I'll also be at once again, Aphrodite's Anime Art Market at the Stangle Factory in Flemington, and that'll be July 16th. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have all that information updated to you. And I do have a new way to book appointments with me. I have a Calendly. So again, if you would like a one-on-one reading with me, you can DM me on Instagram, call or text my number 732-314-0777. And I also have my Calendly link in the description of this video. You can book an appointment. I have 3, 5, 10 cards, and the little questionnaire if you want to save that. And if you're enjoying my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so I'm using this Oracle deck, The Universe Has Your Back, and this tarot deck, Mystic Mondays. And again, this is for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for Gemini season. So I wanted to talk about my event yesterday, Woodbridge. And, I'm all about being transparent. So I'll be honest, Woodbridge was not the greatest experience. And I will explain why. So it was raining. So that was the main um, obstacle that we were facing. It was raining. And, these street fair events are rain or shine. So, we show up with our best, our most positive outlook that we can have. And I pretty much am very like go with the flow, but we were fighting a lot of elements literally with the rain, the gutters. We're on the street, so like the gutters are, I didn't know that it was going to be raining the whole time. I really wish that it would have canceled, but I did learn a lot in that difficult moment. So across the street, there was a Pliables grand opening, and people were lined up. And, I thought that they were going to come out and, after and then come to me because I was directly across the street. And, that didn't happen. But I'm glad that I was there because it helped me to realize, okay, not every event is going to be sunshine and rainbows, and it doesn't mean that I'm in the wrong business or whatever. It was just a bad day, but I'd rather have a bad day in this life than a good day in somebody else's life. So this is it. I'm taking the good with the bad, and I accept, that not every day is going to be great, and to just move on from that. So, all my stuff was, for the most part, I kept my stuff dry, but the tent was soaked. We had to dry it, had it out in my backyard. So, there is a non-glamorous side to this. Um, the ins and outs, and, you know, not that I care I'm perceived, but I feel like, some of this stuff may look easy, like from what I present, and like there are a lot of like difficult things that, I may not always talk about, and so I want to show that, like, no matter what it is you do, whether it seems fun, because, like, a lot of people thought that when I was a filmmaker too. It's like, oh, that's so fun, but there's a lot of hard work that nobody ever gets to see. So I just wanted to, talk about that for a minute, before I get into the reading. So, it wasn't a loss. There were so many people looking at my sign from the Pliables in Woodbridge. And then, I did have a couple people come to me, and that was a good experience in itself for the small number of people that came. But again, I will take what I can get. This is in the meantime while I don't have a shop, and it made me that much more motivated to come on here. And also, I brought back my tarot backdrop because it's been sitting in my basement, and I was like, you know what? Let me just bring that. Makes it look like I'm in a studio or some shit. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get into the tarot portion now. Okay. So what is the message for fire signs this Gemini season? What do they need to know? What is the message for fire signs this Gemini season? Ooh, that popped out. All right, we'll take it. My fearless freedom lights up the world. Ooh, I really like that. Oh, look, and they finally focused on my card. All right. Okay. My fearless freedom lights up the world. So I feel like fire signs, you are definitely an example. You are an example to many others. You may live dangerously, fearlessly, especially if you're somebody who doesn't follow norms, somebody who doesn't follow societal standards. You are being seen like, oh, wow, like you're a trailblazer, and you have a positive impact on those around you. So whether you're an artist, whether you follow the beat of your own drum, whatever makes you unique, that is what makes you shine. And to keep with that and keep going with that, because we never know our impact to others, and we may never hear it like verbally, but just keep going, because you're making somebody's day whether you know it or not. So just keep following yourself and doing your thing. Okay, so we'll take that message with us into the tarot read, and we're going to pull 5 cards like we normally do. Okay, so what is the message for fire signs? What do they need to know for this upcoming Gemini season, which has started today and is until June 21st? So this is the last astrological sign season before the summer solstice. Okay. All right, what is the message for fire signs? What do they need to know for this upcoming Gemini season? What is the present energy? And we'll start with the present. Woohoo! 9 of Swords. Okay. So, fire signs, I want to say at the present moment, you have a lot of worries on your mind, and this could be related to finances. This could be related to future circumstances that are outside of your control. And I want to say, number one, the universe has your back, and number two, think about a time when you were worried about something and you looked back and realized, oh, I didn't really need to worry about that. So I feel like, call back that moment and realize this is something like that situation again. So, are there certain valid worries? Yes, but I feel like a lot of the most of the time you have it under control, you have a plan, and if it's something that's really bothering you, take action and don't spend your time in your brain. Look, I have there's that card right there, Nine of Swords. So yeah, it's mostly about anxiety. Nine of Swords is an anxiety card, but I feel like the worries, they can be taken care of, or they're definitely not set in reality. So it's up to you to decipher what this means to you. All right. So what is the past relevant to the situation for fire signs? Ooh, Five of Cups reversed. Okay, so you're going through a healing period or your healing journey. And this is bringing up a lot of worry and things that you used to concern yourself with. And I want to say is this is another test or a challenge of thinking of a new solution out of this. So it's almost like you have to question your thoughts and say, are these thoughts serving me? Is there something I can do so I don't feel this way, or I'm not thinking about this, and try to flip your perspective? I know that this is easier said than done, but the more you challenge the thoughts and replace it with something else, the easier it can get. So yeah, so you're very much getting over some sort of distressed time period or a falling out with somebody. Okay, so what is the future slash advice for fire signs this Gemini season? Woo, Six of Swords. Okay, so I feel like, again, the anxiety has something to do with an upcoming change. And this may be something that you decided, but it feels scary. Like you're taking a leap of faith, but this is in your best interest. And this is something that you wanted, but you keep going back to these automatic negative thoughts of, what if it doesn't work out? What if I'm making the wrong decision? And I feel like, again, most of that is just based on fear and not fact. And I want to return to this oracle card about your fearless freedom. And this is why you made this choice. You made this choice because you're leaning into that fearlessness and to follow through with that. Are there going to be fears? Yes, but don't let them hold you back from what is meant to be for you. Okay, so why is this all happening for fire signs? The Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant is also the Taurus card, and it talks about being a leader. So I feel like the theme here is you are an example to those around you in your circle. So it could be based on your healing, it could be based on you advocating for yourself or, going against the grain. And again, you may or may not know that people are looking to you for answers or looking up to you, you setting an example, especially for those of you who are parents, fire signs who are parents. This message may resonate even harder for you. So, I want to say is find the courage to follow through with this and do not back down on what is rightfully yours. And there may even be opposition in the form of a person or a conflict, and you can rise to the occasion. Okay, so what is the best possible outcome for fire signs this Gemini season? The moon reversed. Okay, so as you're going through your healing journey or whatever changes that you wish to embark upon, you're going to find out new information, and it may be groundbreaking. It may be very shocking. And I want to say is I don't feel like this is going to change your decision, but it's going to help. It's going to help you get the full picture and help you realize, oh, this is why I chose this. Again, you don't have all the information now because you're following your intuition. Oh, that's another one that's on here. Oh yeah, you got the moon. Okay. So you're gonna follow your intuition, but once you look back, hindsight is 2020, right? Once you look back, you're like, oh, that's why I chose that. And I was unsure about that, but now I know. So this is an additional confirmation to follow through on what it is that you want, whether it be ambitious, whether it be risky. This is where you are meant to go. However, scary because I see the reason, the Hierophant, I see this as you, um, and that is your third eye guiding you on this unknown journey. My fearless freedom lights up the world. And this almost looks like a moon too. It could be a sun or a moon, but I'm gonna say it's a moon to fully wrap this storyline for you, fire signs. Okay, so that is the message for you, fire signs, and you can take that with you for this Gemini season up until June 21st. So if this message didn't resonate with you, it could be I wasn't picking up on your energy, and you're more than welcome to book a reading with me, either through Calendly. You could DM me on Instagram or phone or message my number 732-314-0777. And if you got to the end of the video, please like, share, and subscribe. It does help me out. And the next event I will be Sunday, June 25th in Edison. And remember, energy is your greatest currency. Thanks, and I will see you next time. Bye.